Test. Controller will. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are going to quickly do the pre-test. That should not take more than 2 to 3 minutes. We're just going to leave the link. Maybe when people join, they can, okay, we are quite a number that we can do the pre-test together. Coach Roland, would you like to drop the link? Do you have it on the chat room? So you do go ahead and click the link. You have 20 questions there. We just want to get to understand some things as we get started. It should not take you more than 2 to 3 minutes, but once you are done with those questions, you just need to come back and type done. Come back and type done so that we can know those who are done, that we are all ready, so that we can get started, okay? All right, is the link there, the chat room? Don't forget to come back and say done once you are done. Once you are done with those questions, please come back and say done.
The link is in the chat, so just in case
Okay.
folks are just joining in. Yep.
All right, the link is on the chat. Let's know if you can see the link. The link is on the chat. Please click the link, do the pre-test, and we are going to get started. All right, please don't forget to come back and say done once you're done. All right, I can see Toyin, I can see Kingsley, I can see Debs, Gloria Bassi, thank you for joining. Ada Tech, thank you for joining. Safe Clock News, thank you for joining. Thank you, everyone. I see you there. I see you there, and I salute you. All right, okay. Quickly pre-test and come back and say done, 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 done. All right. For those who are just joining, we are having a pre-test, and the link is in the chat. In the chat, just go ahead and click the link and do the pre-test. And once you're done, just click done, done, done. All right, you're welcome. I can see people are just joining. You're welcome. We're having a pre-test. Go to the chat room. Okay, I can see one done. One done. At least I need to see at least 10 done, then we get started. All right, there is the link there, which is the pre-test. Just go ahead, click the link. Once you're done with that pre-test, just come back to the chat room and say done. Thank you for joining us today. I can only see one done. Is there any issue with the link? Is it opening? Only one done so far. Do you need any help? Please let us know in the chat room. All right. Okay, I've submitted, so we have 2. Okay, done. If I'm right, I think 3 done now, right?
That is correct. I think we have 3 persons who have.
Okay, 4 now. 4 now.
So the number is.
All right, Steven said done. Kingsley said done. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Done. All right.
I'm
4.
curious
We
if you
need
want
more
to give
done.
another few minutes. I think some persons are still joining in, just so it
All
will
right.
maybe 1 or 2 minutes so
All right. Okay.
we're on the test.
All right. Maybe you can share the link again.
Sure, absolutely.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you for joining. If you're just joining, we are having a pre-test. So the link is in the chat. Just go ahead and click the link. That should take you about 2 minutes thereabout. Go through with the pre-test and come back to the chat room to type done. All right. Okay, done. Okay, somebody's asking for the pre-test link. Can you reshare, please? It's there in the chat room, but you can just drop it again. Good evening. Done. I think I lost count, but I think we have about 5 or 6 done now. Okay, 30 seconds more, then we can roll it. We leave the chat, we leave the link there so that we can set the time. So, all right. I've not seen done for some people. Okay, done. Okay, people are just joining. We just continue for now, then I can talk about the protest maybe in the next few minutes. All right. Thank you so much, everyone who have done this. And if you're not done yet, just go ahead and finish up and type done. But because we want to take good use of the time, we're just going to continue. So if you're just joining, we are having a pre-test and the link is on the chat. Just go ahead and click the link from the chat. Once you're done with the pre-test, just come back and type done. So if you're just joining, I said already that my name is Oyelayo. In short, I'm a family life practitioner and I love to help humanity. All right, because of time, I'm not going to go through that again. So today I'm taking us on understanding humanity, and I want us to be together, be open-minded, and enjoy this journey together. I said it earlier in case you're just joining. I am not on this call alone. We have Coach Judith here all the way from Nigeria. We have Coach Roland is here all the way from Canada. And together, we are going to be driving this boat of the 3 days. So don't miss out any days because it is going to be transformational, no doubt about that. So let's talk about understanding humanity. I just want you to know, as we have done the pre-test, as we are getting started, or you're just going to do the pre-test, that you should understand something as we get started, that our understanding of life is dependent on how our concept of it is. My understanding of life is dependent on how my concept of life is. My idea that I have, the idea that you have, is going to bring thought into your mind. Your thought is going to bring about the concept you're going to have. And this concept is what you're going to turn to be vision. Don't forget, this is a foundation, and I'm just going to be quick about some aspect where we go to where we're going to today. Why are we doing this today? What is the essence of this session today? This session is designed to assist individuals couples to better understand themselves and appreciate the dignity of person, to appreciate humanity, to appreciate the other person, to understand yourself the more. So I believe in this journey of 3 days, you're going to be doing some self-discoveries. You're going to be getting to know yourself better. You might get to know, why is this like this? Why is that like this? And that is why you should not overlook any aspect, because you don't know that moment for you. So many have lost the essence of life values because of lack of understanding. Many don't understand what their values are. Why are they existing? Because of lack of understanding. So it is very important to have a clear and good understanding. It is super important for everyone to have a clear and good understanding when we are describing who we are as a man, or who we are as human, which is humanity in general. It is very important for us to have clear understanding, clarity, good understanding, so that we do not use our roles to judge our present. And these are a few things I'm going to be talking about today. It is important to have clear understanding so that we don't use our roles to judge our present. Don't worry, we are going somewhere. So I know who is Oye. If I don't know who Oye is, how do I describe Oye to the next person? So for me to function perfectly, it is very important for me to understand clearly who is this person called Oye. I need to understand what system engineered me. I need to get clarity about myself. My clear understanding is what is going to help me to convey who I am to another person. So many of us have deep issues that we know nothing about. Deep issues that we know nothing about as a result of people who handled us. Maybe our parent or whosoever handled us. We know nothing about those things. Every human being is like a building. I am like a building, you are like a building that is being built. Our parent, the environment, the way where we grew up, are the significant, and our significant emotional experiences that we had are the constructors, contractors that build us. Our parent, environment, where did you live, how were you handled, and our significant emotional experiences. That means maybe we were traumatized, maybe we had molestation, whatever it is. These are the significant emotional experiences. Together, these are the things that build us, and they have a lot to do with our being and our lives. So everything and every time we do not understand or deal with these things, we might be carrying some baggages that we are not even sure of. A lot of us are going through a lot, but we are not even sure. We don't know what is going to. We cannot even explain our person. So everything that was done to us are like the material that was used to construct us. Maybe we were shouted about, maybe we were maltreated by our stepmother or our parent themselves. Maybe they were street parent. And when you hear the word street parent in quotes, most of the people that call themselves street parent in quote are most of the time, they maybe they mismanaged the children years back, most of the time. So these are the things that we need to understand about ourselves. It is very important. We have to understand our human engineering, and that is why I said don't miss any day, because tomorrow we are going to be going in depth in that. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about our upbringing, the environment, and the significant emotional experiences. And these are the things that came together to make us as a person. That's a building that is standing. So what sort of building do we have? So many times, couple always meet the finished product. Maybe you're a lady, you want to date somebody, or you're already married. Most of the time, the person you have met or you are meeting or you're going to meet are the finished products. So when you meet a finished product, unknowingly to you, you don't know the quality of the material that was used. You don't know the skills that the builder they had. You don't know, you don't understand what is happening. You don't know who raised the child, how was he raised, who raised the lady, how was he raised. Because all this thing is going to determine the durability of the building. Imagine a building that we have and the materials that was used were not good quality. The sand was not good and everything. And you see, they finished the building, well painted, everything is nice. At the end of the day, oh, you got that building collapsed, but that building is so beautiful. How did that happen? I'm sure a lot of us have seen that happen a couple of times. But that just finished just only 3 years ago. What happened? It was, the design was, the exterior was good. But how was the material? How was it constructed? And this is applicable to us as human beings. So how we were engineered and what construction materials was used is going to determine how we come out as the building. So when you meet a finished person or when you meet a person at first, what comes to your mind is, maybe that guy can speak well. He speaks well, he has good degrees, he's driving a car, good car, and things like that. These are the things that we see. And these are the finished product I'm talking about. He has a good car. Everything is just looking good, just the way you imagined it, just the way you want it. It's cute. For some of us, we just, it's well dressed, it's well spoken, Queen English. These are the things that we see, the finished products. So a lady is going to meet a guy, they get married. So 1-2 years down the line, what happened? We begin to see the crack showing. You begin to see couples saying, no, it wasn't like that. You begin to hear so many things. I have marital problems. You begin to hear quite a lot of things. That lady was not like that before I married her. So what happened? What happened? There is no such thing as marital problem. There is nothing called marital problem. And I'm going to be talking about briefly, but in case you have any question, you can be dropping it or you note it down. We're going to have time to ask questions. But I'm just rushing this part because we are going somewhere. So what happened? What happened is, you begin to show the kind of material that was used on the person. That begin to show that the job wasn't well done. There was a little bit of not so solid foundation. So you think a good man suddenly become a wife beater. You hear things like, it wasn't like that. It just changed all of a sudden. The lady just changed all of a sudden. These are the things that we see, but we oftentimes forget the root cause. Don't forget that the nation you came from, that is your family. It is very critical to your marital health. A lot of people that are going through challenges today, maybe maritally, in your career, this is applicable to everybody. You have to always go back to the nation you came from. What nation did you come out from? I want you to take a moment and just think about those things. I don't need you to put down the answers in the comment section, but tell me, think about it. What nation do you come out from? What nation? So what do you now do, or what do you now assume the quality of players? Okay, let's think about a marriage. Or I'm going to use football as an example. Let's talk about players. You have a football team, and this team, you just, okay, we are a team, but I'm just going to do my own, you do your own. I'm a midfielder. You are a goalkeeper, and you are not working together as a team on the field. What is going to happen? What is going to happen? You said, no, I'm just going to be here. I don't want to pass the ball to you. Forgetting that we are going towards the same goal. But when the goals are not the same, what is going to happen? Disaster is going to happen. So what do we now need to do to ensure the quality of players that we made that we make it into marriages and awesome people who have healed from their sabotaging pattern or their pain in their lives? So many of us have the sabotaging pattern before, but there is need for healing. There is need for dealing with the pain in our lives. Whatever has been done to us, whatever the problem we went through, it doesn't really matter. It is not your fault. How you were handled, it is not your fault. But what you are going to do now, it's your responsibility. How you are going to handle the situation now, it's your responsibility. So it is very crucial for you to understand humanity and how to deal with individuals. Imagine if you don't understand yourself and you're already married to somebody, all we're going to be hearing is marital problems. You don't understand yourself, you want to understand another person. So it all begins with you, and understand the skill on how you're going to understand humanity and individuals. And that is going to make your life an awesome one. So another question, same question again, what system produced you? What? How were you produced? Don't forget that you are who you are because of the system that engineered you. I don't want to go in depth into that because we're going to break in through that tomorrow. So you may never be able to rise beyond the system you arrive into. Human being might never be able to arrive beyond the system that you arrive, except an intervention is being done, except you do something about it. You might never be able to rise above it. Oftentimes, the system is going to determine your purity, your sanity, maybe the corruption, the system. I know a lot of people might be thinking in their head now, Coach Esther, are you now saying that, if I come from a bad family, does that mean I'm going to be a bad person? That is why I said, except there is an intervention, except you discover there is need for something and you go through with intervention, you might not be able to rise above it. Because we have those things that govern us, which is the art and entertainment, our culture. And we're going to be dealing with that in the course of these days. The business, the standard of living, education, the wisdom that we get, the knowledge and orientation that we have. Our family, which is our upbringing, our family values. A lot of us don't even know what is family values. And that is all about those 3 days. You don't have to miss any. We're going to be talking about these values. These are crucial things in the life of a human being. We're talking about government. What policy governed us? The media, our perspective to light is most coming from the media, what we see on the social media, what the news is saying. This is our perspectives over the time. The religion, our belief. How we love people most of the time is about our belief, our religion. And that is why we have to understand humanity in detail. We have to understand. So you have to know that your mind is just like a computer that is running a conditioned script. Our mind as human being is being conditioned by the method or by the way we were raised. Our mind, your mind, my mind is a computer, just like a computer. So it's just running those conditioned scripts. All right, wise one says, maybe you are searching among the branches for what only can appear on the root top. You just start searching from the branches, but what you are looking from the branches, it's not there. You're searching among the branches, what you can see only at the root of the plant. So this is why we have to start thinking on how we're going to deal with ourselves and humanity in general. You often say, my husband is bad. My wife is terrible. He has anger issue. He doesn't listen to anybody. We are just looking at the branches. We are not looking at the root cause. What is causing the anger problem? We have to look at it. What is this? Why is this like this? So we need to look at it. What is triggering this self-sabotaging behavior that people exhibit? We are coming from somewhere, and I can categorically say that I'm coming from somewhere. It took practices, self-discovery, before I also get to the point of, no, I know how to deal with people. If you are not working on you, you just get upset. Why is that person behaving like this? Why is that person doing like this? And that is why we are on this journey. Many actually are afraid of their truth. And even when you discover this, you are afraid of your truth. You don't even want anybody to tell you, get upset about it. Rather, you always run away or hide from the truth. Many will rather choose to live in denial. They will rather choose, I want to just be like that. When a child is born, that is when the belief is imposed on the child. We were all a child at a certain time of our lives, and our beliefs were imposed on us. When we were born, our parents did not ask us, what religion would you like to practice? Tell me if your parent asks you, just drop your comment. Let me know at the comment section. If your parent asks you, what religion would you like to practice? Parent did not even check, what information do I need to have for the child? This child, what information will she need? I'm not sure any parent asked that question. Many were conditioned badly. Many of us were conditioned badly by our handler. We tend to know, they conditioned us, our mind, everything that we're going to be doing. They let us know who is enemy, who is friend. But as a child, when you were born, you don't have friends. You don't know what is enemy. You are just neutral. The child does not know race. They don't know gender. That is why you remember when we were much younger, maybe those days, you see, we run around the panties and who cares? Because we don't see any big deal in anything, because the mind was just neutral. The child does not know religion. I remember vividly when I was much younger, my parents were not at home. My neighbors were the other religion to me. I went with them. I went with them because they said, let's go. So when I came back, I went to the mosque with them. I'm a Christian. Because at that point, it doesn't really mean anything to me. So children begin to get suspicious out of conditioning. The mind of everyone you deal with is already been conditioned to a script. So that guy that you always say, that guy is not nonsense guy. That lady is like this. That mind is being conditioned. That person has been conditioned. The earlier you know that humanity has been conditioned, it helps you also to work on you and to know how to deal with people. So our job now is to learn how to crack into the script of understanding how to better deal with people, how to better deal with individuals. How do I deal with people? How were you conditioned to be happy? You remember when we were small, when we were saying, if you're happy, clap your hands, even when you are crying. Once they sing that song, they expect you to still clap your hands, even when you are really sad. And the teacher comes to you, maybe in the pressure, anyway, if you're happy, clap your hands, maybe you can clap your hand. Because we've been conditioned. And a lot of us were conditioned and we are still living like that now. And there is need for transformation. So those who exert the first influence upon the mind has a greater power. Those who exert the first influence upon the mind has a greater power. All right, thank you. I was going to mention the slide. All right, okay. They have a greater power. You were given a name that you didn't choose. You went to school that you didn't choose. Nobody asked you how you want to live. What particular environment do you want to live? And some people were not even asked, what course do you want to study? Some were even told, go do medicine, go do engineering, because this is who you have to do. This is who you have to be for this family to, for same ego, family ego. So by the time most of us are already 15, we were already being conditioned. We see some people, we just ate them naturally. Sometimes you can't even say why, because our mind has been conditioned. So hence we tend to shut ourselves out of friendship that can lead to something that can benefit our world, that can benefit the world at large, our nation. We are all humans, 2 legs, 2 eyes. So what happened to humanity? The things that separate us majorly are man-made. The things that separate us mostly, because we've been conditioned, they are man-made. So let me ask you, when was the last time you were truly happy? When? When was the last time you were truly happy? Be sincere to yourself at this point. Truly, truly happy for you. Not because you have to be happy for your family, your children. You were truly happy. Is your life designed to make you happy, or you are living another person's life? Think about it. I don't need your answers. But is your life truly designed to make you happy, or you are living another person's life? Think about it. Just think. Sometimes if you don't do what I call stop and check, reflecting, we don't get to realize all those things. Many people think they are actually happy. Many are not even aware that they have been conditioned to be happy. So take a moment to just think. How were you conditioned to be happy? Were you conditioned to be happy? Conditioned to be happy? When was the last time you were truly happy? There are 4 stages to this, and I'm just quickly going to run through it because of time, because I'm going somewhere and the time is fast spent. We have the domestication, we have the awareness, recreation, and freedom. So domestication, this is a stage, where you just believe everything, you follow everything everybody's saying. Social media is saying things are hard. Everybody say things are hard. I call it made believe. Everybody say, yeah, you just follow things. That's the stage of domestication. Domestication. Just believe everything. You are afraid to stand your ground. You are afraid to say anything different than other people are saying. This is our city. And but you can see that there is war that is happening. No, we cannot live here. We die here. We die here. When there is a battle, they're telling you die here, you cannot leave. We can't leave our town. We can't leave our city. That is the stage of domestication. Awareness. This is an aspect of when you get to set your goals and move. You are now aware. You set the goal, you move. Recreation, this is by meditation. You know, you become the ultimate leader. You begin to see power, see people. You begin to see power within you. You begin to see, no, heck, I have authority. I can do what I like now. And the last stage is the stage of freedom. This is where the world begins to change, you know. That is where you live beyond yourself, begin to think about other people. You get to the level of, it's not about money anymore. I just want to make change. I just want to go back to the society and give back to the society. That's the level of freedom. Domestication is a difficult place to be because that is a norm, you know. That is the most dangerous place to be. So quickly, I'll talk about man and male and female, which is man. Every experience and every human being you meet in life, you know, they will never leave you the same. If you meet somebody, think about it. They will never leave you the same. They are going to deposit something in your life, maybe positive or negative, somehow. So man, I'll talk about identity and role quickly because of time. So we have identity, which is, that is what allowed us to dream, to visualize, to develop whatever we want to do. The benefit of humanity, that is our identity. What is the role? The role is optimal. You have to understand that not every male will become an husband. We become a husband. That is role. Being an husband is a role. Likewise, not every female is going to become a wife. There are many mistakes, you know, in this direction. That's why, you know, let's talk about Africa as a nation. You know, when you clock 30 like this, they begin to talk about the biological clock. They begin to say why they be on your neck. And that is why a lot of people have made a lot of mistakes. You know, you have to do this, your time is gone, you have to do that. They begin to mix the role with the identity of the person. They begin to talk about the biological clock. And in real time, the life that we live now, science has changed everything. You can see a woman of 60 years giving back today because of science. But then they talk about the biological clock. You know, when you're 35 now, you cannot have a baby again. That is a role being mixed up with identity. So let's talk about, I'm talking about the wife, the husband, we have mother, we have father. These are different things entirely. And we have to understand that God made man in his image, if you believe in God. But unfortunately, you know, things has been made in a very different way. God made man. And man in this question, it's humanity. But many people think that when you hear the word man, God is talking about male. Man is simply means humanity, mankind. That is the inherent ability to be able to think, to act, to create, to deliver values, which is going to better our world, which is going to better humanity at large. But things have changed over the time. You know, we now have male as they turn it to men's word. What happened? Man, man, man. In all sincerity, this does not bring happiness to this world, because we've seen, you know, we've seen girl's child being molested. People are working on, you know, empowering women. There are quite a lot of things that are going on. And it is very important for us to accept ourselves first. Accept ourselves. None is actually superior. I know a lot of people are going to be triggered, but please stay calm. We are going somewhere. None is actually superior to another. But we are all here to support one another in adding values to humanity in our own unique way. I am unique in my way. You are unique in your way. So male and female are simply humanity expressed in masculine and feminine gender. I'm just going to quickly let us have a puzzle. Just think about this, and I'm going to allow 2 or 3 people to quickly answer question. Just think about what I want to say now. Let's have this solved. I want you to think about a situation where you know you have a lovely daughter. whom you have trained to become the best pilot in the world. You've trained this child, you spend your money, well trained, the child came out very awesome. And the child ended up becoming the best pilot in the world. And the child just got hired to fly the maybe president of USA on the salary of 500,000 US dollars per month with citizenship. Please listen carefully. And 20,000 monthly allowance for you as a parent. But the man this child wants to marry is now asking your daughter to decline this offer because it will disturb your ability to cook for me when we get married. Think about it. 20,000 US dollars for you as a parent. The child is having 500,000 US dollar monthly with citizenship. But there's this man that this lady, your daughter, wants to marry and say, no, don't take it. Don't take it. It will not make you to submit to me. This job will not make you to have time to cook for me. You'll not be able to raise our children. There's no time for you to raise our children. What would be your counsel to your daughter? Let's quickly. I need 1 or 2 persons. We don't have that time. Quickly, unmute yourself and say something. What would be your counsel? What would be your counsel?
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yeah, for me, my daughter will not, he can't even cross that kind of man. How now? What kind of witch is that one? For what? It's not married. We will not even negotiate itself. It's as simple as that.
All right. Awesome. Another person quickly. That's the man the girl wants to marry, now. So what are you going to do? One more person.
Evening.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Okay. Good evening.
My name is Vivian, and first of all, I want to thank you for this opportunity and for this training. It's really awesome. For me, for such a man, honestly, I felt, to me, my understanding of marriage is that whoever you're marrying to should be an addition to you. That person should help you to fulfill your destiny and your purpose in life. So for you to have such a dream and you want to get married to a man and he's trying to put you down, he's trying not to support your dream, I don't feel it's good, because for me, I would advise my daughter to think twice before going to that marriage. Thank you very much.
All right. Okay. There is no wrong or right answers at this point. I'm not going to say somebody is wrong or right, but somebody said she's not even going to consider it. Another person said, I'll tell my daughter to think twice before going into that direction. At the end of the day, it's boiled down to our personal, how we see life, how we see humanity and everything. So maybe at the end of this session today or time, we are going to be able to answer these questions better. So we get to know what is the difference between a male and a female, husband and a man, a wife. Who is superior between a man and a woman? The superiority. You cannot submit to me. Have you heard that before? You can't submit to me when you get that job. My job is way low. Which is superior between a sperm and an ovary? Which one is superior? A male child or a female child? A lot of things are happening today. Who is superior? What is superior? And I believe strongly that God did not put an inferiority spirit in a female and put superiority spirit in a male. Men are superior. There's too many make-believe out there. And that is why every human being must be able to develop themselves to the highest level without judgment. You have to discover and deliver, you have to discover yourself and be able to deliver your vision without restriction. Follow your passion without restriction. Find your passion and be free to pursue it once it's going to add value to humanity. As long as you're not killing anybody, as long as that is your fulfillment, as long as you are adding value to humanity. Everyone should be able to enjoy freedom to think, to create, to express their mind, to make mistakes, yes, and correct their mistakes. Everyone should be able to, to be able to choose either to get married once or I wait until I find the right person without being pressurized. Without discrimination. You get to a place that, no, you can't join us. It's for the married women. So let's quickly talk about roles. Let's talk about roles. I'm going to quickly share husband. Who is an husband? Let me talk about husband. Husband. So when it comes to husband, it is popularly believed that, we have this human being. He's an ATM machine, a breadwinner. You are marrying me. You can see on social media today, on anywhere today, you hear people saying, I need a man who is going to marry me and take care of my bill, take care of my family. That is a conditioned brain. That is what they've been made believe. And don't forget that these people that are talking also, it's not their fault. That is what they've been conditioned to believe. So when you hear the word husband, what comes to mind? ATM machine, breadwinner. Is it duty to provide for the family? He who can command obedience without any contrary opinion. I talk, you listen. The Alpha and the Omega. When you hear husband, you hear in your head the king that must be worshipped, lest he get angry. And research has shown, for an amazing family life, it must be a team-based. For you to have an amazing family life, it must be a team-based. And those who have, they have amazing family life, the research has shown that, they ensure that their family is not under competition. They carry out tasks according to who can do it per time. They ensure that it's the best person based on the area of competence that is going to carry out a basic task. For example, I'm a parenting coach. I'm a family life practitioner. I'm an educator. My husband is an engineer. And something is happening about the children and say, no, I'm the husband. We just do it like this. It must be who is competent in that particular area. And research has shown that the family and people team who has worked that way and enjoying bliss in their marriage. So if you say you are a husband and your job description, what is the job description for you as an husband? You are calling yourself husband, but do you know your job description? So that means as a husband, you are a bridegroom. You are a bridegroom. You are a groomer of bride. You have to groom somebody. Husband is not a title, but it's a function that one needs to align to. It's a function. It is not just a title. Almighty husband, those are my children, and you're not even. All right, let's go ahead. You have to align yourself to this. It is not just a title. Are you functioning as a husband? So you would know that you're not just getting married to yourself just because you want to have sex. Just because you want to get married to improve, somebody else's life, or, just want to be called married man or married woman. But you're going to also help somebody to become the best version of herself as the husband. Your job also is to help somebody to become best version of herself. It is very important for you to know that, you cannot talk about husband with somebody with insecurity or low self-esteem. Because definitely you're going to hinder the growth of your spouse when she begins to grow. When she begins to grow, you will hinder her growth if you are full of low self-esteem. You are so insecure. Let me see. What are you doing? And this person is going somewhere to happen. You are going to definitely hinder the growth of the person. Once you see the tendency of growth in the life of your wife, you begin to panic. So my question now to every man that is here who is married is, are you a husband? Answer it sincerely to yourself. Are you a husband? Imagine we live in a world where, all married men are husband. Just imagine it. Everybody is husband. That means to us, women will no longer be unfortunate. Or how men is going to handle them. It means there won't be domestic violence again. It means we're going to eliminate so many errors. It means majority of men will be faithful if people are actually husband. It means a lot of women will have no sound esteem to self in the places of power without thinking, So I personally believe strongly that your fulfillment as a man is for your wife to also become the best version of herself. So if you are the president of your home, if you think or you know that you're the president of your home, based on your husband role, what type of president are you? So if I ask your citizen, which is your family, your children, for feedback now, do you think they are going to be happy to genuinely vote you back if you are, if your position is every 4 years they have to vote back? Do you think your citizens are going to be genuinely happy to vote you back into their life as the husband of the home? Just think about it. Can you even tell the type of president or the kind of president you are? Because you will never listen. What sort of president are you? What sort of president are you? So being an husband, it goes beyond money. It goes beyond providing shelter. It's more about the ability of creating an enabling environment for your people. You create an enabling environment where everyone's potential can be found expression. Their potentials can find expression. Your wife is doing great, going for masters, and you are happy. That is the role of a husband. So quickly, wife, I'm checking the time. So it is culturally believed through research and that people who their marriage is broken, or their marriage has worked, there are quite a lot of things that they have done. This is what is making their marriage to work. This is what is making maybe majority of those marriages that is not working. This is what happened. Or they are not looking happy in the marriage. Some people are still married, but the marriage does not look happy. They are not happy in that marriage. But those who are making their marriage work, or their marriage is working, there are things they have done. And some people believe, the wife is just a baby manufacturing factory, a bed warmer, a cook, somebody who can multitask and do everything. And somebody would need to be, submissive, very active. You do this, you do that quickly. That is a wife. I come back, I come with my 10, my 20 friends, food must be ready. Is that how you see who a wife should be? Those that their marriage work, the research has shown that, they believe that their wife is an helpmate. Where helpmate in this case is an assistant. It's not just an assistant. Helpmate is not just an assistant, but a teammate who plays slightly different role. In order to achieve a goal, we are going on the journey. We are going to achieve the same goal. So the wife is just playing a slightly different role in order to achieve same goal. And that's why I was talking about the football team earlier. You just visualize that. I'm superior. You are superior. Imagine a striker saying, no, I'm superior to you, a goalkeeper. You are a team on the field, but you are not working together for the same goal. What is going to happen? Disaster. Disaster is going to happen. So we need to get to the point and realize that none is actually superior. We are working together as a team to achieve a goal and a purpose, with a specific role to play in this team to win. I have my specific role to play in this team to win. I'm a keeper. I have to hold tight the goal post. I'm a striker. I need to give my best to strike to make sure that my team is winning. And that is where you can have an amazing home. That is it. It is very important. We can't just keep saying something else and doing something else. So for you to say you are a wife, you must be able to align with certain codes. So if you don't understand how presidency works, even a good president is going to ask the opinion of a vice president in the area of their competence. So the vice president, on the other hand, will understand that, not every suggestion I'm making to the president is going to take. And that is not a problem. However, I'm going to make my suggestion. I'm allowed to make suggestion. So when we understand these things, we no longer be, the case of superiority or inferiority, but we understand our roles, what we need to do. This is what you need to do. This is what I need to do. We understand these things. So in a family system engineering standard, a wife is a kind of help that only God could provide. A kind of help that only God can supply. It is very important for you to check your ability as a wife or as a wife to be. Am I a wife? Do I have the ability to be a wife to be? Check it. Know yourself. Measure yourself against the role of a system, the role of a wife. Can I switch role? A wife should be able to switch role. And I'll just say that quickly. I'll just express that quickly. Imagine a wife goes to work, you give instruction at work, you are a boss at work, you get back home and you forget to switch role. And you start to giving that man instruction because you're coming from work, you are a boss there. You give instruction, you just get back to work, you get back home and you forget to switch roles and you just begin to give instruction to the man at home. And the man can get offended. But every intelligent husband, can I say that again? Every intelligent husband is going to be there to help the wife to get back into the role. Maybe just by rubbing the back of the wife. The wife begin to know, I'm home now. That is an intelligent husband who knows that, okay, my wife has forgotten to switch role. By the way, we have to know that nothing means nothing except the meaning that we attach to it. Many times when we are upset about something, it's because of the kind of meaning we give to that situation. So if we are a team, if you are a team, it will not be a matter of who does that, who is doing that. Because we have a uniform goal. She's not switching role. She has forgotten it because she came back tired. I help her to switch role and we work together as a team. And that is why I said earlier, there is nothing like marital problem. It's just about self-discovery and understanding humanity. So I think the bigger issue here is that many couples do not have the same goal. It's not because one goal is bad or another goal is better, but it is very important to have the same goal. Maybe your goal is to know, to be amazing, to help humanity, to go around the world as a wife. Maybe the husband is, my goal is, we are just going to be home in our locality and just face something, maybe agriculture. These two things are good, but they are going to be contrasting because it's not the same. So when we don't have similar goal, does not necessarily mean it's bad, but we need similar goal to function. So that one, we say, I say, my husband is this, but goal should be understood. So when you know who you are, you'll be able to try everything to make things right. So when you know who you are, you will not even try to be everybody else. Because if you try to be everybody else, you will end up being nobody. But if you don't know who you are, what is going to happen? You will try to be this person. You try to be that person. What happened to you at the end of the day? Mr. and Mrs. Nobody. So this is why couples must have what is called the family vision. And I'll say it again, don't miss that part. And this is where we are going to on these days. A lot of people does not even understand what is family vision. And that is why these 3 days is going to be guiding you on how you have to understand and how to go about your family vision. The family vision I'm talking about is the one that is already known to every member of the family, a written document, not the one I think we have in the head. You ask some couple, we have, not that one, a written document. That is what I'm talking about. That is what we're talking about. So we have to, because of time, we are going to be having a therapy session quickly. If you have any question, you can just drop. I'm not checking the chat room. So if you're not meeting the criteria of a husband, who can groom a woman? Who can be the bridegroom? A criteria of a wife with a tender spirit, because a wife is supposed to be a tender spirit. That is, the position around the man is not to lose their way. Don't forget, we say in family system engineering, we believe that wife is that kind of gift that only God can supply. If you are not ready yet, or if you are not seeing yourself as that gift, it is okay to say, I am not ready to get married yet. If you are not seeing yourself in that shoe of an husband, it is okay to say, not for me yet. So what if we can align? What if we can align? Then the world will be a better place. What if we can remove, I am authority, you say this, you just believe it, and people are just going through hell. The world is going to be a better place. A man and a woman must be comfortable in their skin. They have to be comfortable in their own skin. In identifying their roles, they have to be comfortable. All right, I'm just going to be sharing something quickly. Can we have the music? And then we come back to questions. All right. We're going to be taking questions, but I just want you to take a deep breath at this moment. If you have a water with you, just drink that water and take a deep breath. I want you to really relax at this time. It's totally okay. No stress, no pressure. Take a deep breath by smelling the flower. Take it in. Let it go by blowing out the balloon. I want you to just close your eyes at this moment. Close your eyes. Close your eyes at this moment and relax. Forget about everything around you. Close your eyes. This is really going to help you if you follow through. You're going to be doing some self-discovery at this time. I want you to take another deep breath. Breathe in and out. So now I want you to imagine yourself standing in front of 3 duplexes. Imagine yourself standing in front of 3 duplexes. 3 of them are painted white. Each of them has gate, black gate. 3 duplexes, they are painted white, they have black gate. Are you there? The inscription on the first one says humanity. The first duplex says humanity. That is a man and a woman. The second one is written wife and husband. And the third one is written mother and father. So now I want you to move in the direction of the first duplex that is written humanity. Move in the direction of the first duplex written humanity. That is a man or a woman that you are. I want you to get in and open the gates. It's a brown door there. Get into that building, the one that is written humanity. Get in and open the brown gate. I want you to step in now and get into the living room. Get into the living room. This building is written humanity. Is you as a person, a man or a woman. Step into the living room. This is a part of you that everyone sees. The part of you that everyone knows. You are happy. your happiness, excellent you, your success, professional you. How does that make you feel? That is you that everybody is aware. So now I want you to move in the direction of the kitchen of the house. Move in the direction of the kitchen of the house. That is the place that you nourish yourself. Look at your kitchen. How does that make you look? How does that make you feel? Is it well stocked? Or does it look empty? Do you even have time to self-nourish yourself? Or your life is just about work, work, work? What does your kitchen remind you of? So I want you to now move in the direction of the guest room. I want you to go to the guest room in your house, in that duplex. Walk to the direction of the guest room. Those are the people that you brought into your life. Those are the people that you have welcomed into your life. So what kind of relationship have you brought into your life? Do they make you happy or sad? Who are the people in your guest room? The guest room of the man and the woman that you are, your life. Have you brought in enemies or friends? Okay, that's okay. I want you to just leave that guest room now and go to your bedroom. Go to your bedroom now. Walk in the direction of your bedroom and go to your bedroom. Your bedroom is the deepest place in your house. This is the part of you that nobody knows. The you that is crying and wailing at night. The lonely you. The you that is excited or happy. Your secrets. That is where you find them. Look at your bedroom. Is it clean or dirty? Is it scattered or well arranged? If you truly like what you see, I want you to jump on your bed and roll a little bit. But if you don't like what you see, I want you to just run out as fast as your leg can carry you. If you don't like what you see, run out quickly. But if you like what you see, I want you to just walk out majestically. Keep that memory intact if you like what you see. So let's now move out of that duplex and move in the direction of the second duplex quickly. Don't forget that the second duplex is for wife and husband. This is wife and husband duplex. Approach that duplex. You're going to see a door, a brown door. Open it and get into that duplex. You are getting in as an husband or as a wife. Your spouse is coming out to open the door for you right now. How do you see your spouse? How does you looking at your spouse, how does that make you feel? Are you excited or you are sad? Are you just indifferent? It doesn't really matter. You are not sad, neither are you excited about seeing your spouse. He or she move close to you to give you, a kind of warm hug now. Were you able to melt in their arms? Or you're just there, just looking at them. So now move in the direction of your living room. Move in the direction of your living room. That's the part of you that everyone sees. What people think about you. Are you excited about the public opinion about you? Are you excited about the public opinion about you? Is it actually really working? Do you think it's working? So now move into the direction of your kitchen now. What does that remind you of? As a wife and husband, what does your kitchen remind you of? A place where you play, have a good play, work together as a team? Is it a place that you fix meal together as a team? Or a place where you feel used as a wife? Do you feel this is a place that I get tired, there is no helping hand? As a husband, what does your kitchen remind you of? Is it untidy? So now I want you to move in the direction of your guest room. Who are the strangers you have brought into your marriage? What role have they played in your marriage? Do they inspire you? Or are they causing you separation? Have they brought pain into your life? Why did you even bring them into your life in the first place? So now I want you to quickly move in the direction of your bedroom. What does your bedroom remind you of? A place of battery? A place of bliss? Is your bedroom reminding you of a place of good romance? Is your bedroom reminding you of a place of good sex? Or does it remind you of pain, argument, domestic violence? If you indeed like what you see, I want you to slide into your lover's arm right now and have a good kiss. If you don't like what you see, I want you to run out. If you like what you see, I want you to hold yourself hand in hand as we move in the direction of the last duplex. Quickly. So now in front of you is the last duplex. It also having a brown door, the third duplex. So as you open the door, your children run out to meet you. How do you feel seeing your children? Are you excited to see them? So I want you to walk hand in hand with them and just walk with them to the living room. Walk with them to the living room. Is it well arranged? Is it tidy? Is it scattered? How do you feel about this part of you that everybody's seeing? That is your living room. That is the part of your children that people are seeing. Are you ashamed about the part of you that part of your children or your life that people get to see? Or you are very excited about every part? Let's quickly go into the kitchen. Is it a place that perpetually is a place of culture that men don't even enter into the kitchen, not to talk about cooking? Is that how you see that place? Or is a place that you can actually have fun cooking with your family? Or a place as a mother that you feel worked up, exhausted? Let's quickly go into the direction of the guest room now. Quickly go into the direction of the guest room. So who are the strangers that are influencing your parenting? Are they actually influencing it positively or negatively? Who have you brought to live with you in your house? Who are those living with you in your house? Are they persons of values that you can actually vouch for? Let's quickly run to the children's room now. Let's go to the children's room right now. Do you feel pain or pleasure? That is the part of your children that people don't get to see. Are you actually excited about the part of your children that people don't get to see? If you actually like what you see, I want you to just, play with your child or your children. You can roll on the floor with them quickly. But if you don't like what you see, I want you to run outside. If you like what you see, I want you to walk out holding hands with your children and your spouse. But if you don't have a spouse, I want you to hold your children's hand and walk out. Hold your child's hand and walk out. Fantastic. So now we have gone through the 3 duplexes. Which one gave you the highest peace? Which of these duplexes gave you the highest peace? The highest tranquility? The highest tranquility? The highest fulfillment in these duplexes? So I want you to quickly go back to that particular one that gave you that. Go to the bedroom, jump on the bed, sleep off, just sleep off, cover yourself with duvet. Are you where you have peace the most? Cover yourself, sleep off. I am going to count from 10 to 0. So at the count of 0, I want you to just open your eyes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You can open your eyes now. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back. You can stop the music now. Welcome back. So where did you find the highest fulfillment? So because of time, because I want to quickly, time is gone. So where do you find the highest fulfillment? If your highest fulfillment is not in man and woman, which is the humanity, that simply means that your happiness is tied to people. Your happiness is tied to things. It is not bad that you find expression in other places. It is not bad that you find expression in your husband and your family, your children. It may only mean that you have to spend time to find yourself. You have to spend more time to find you first. You have to spend more time to do self-discovery. Because man and woman is the foundation of which husband and wife, father and mother are built. So maybe you need to do some form of healing. You might need to. Maybe you need to heal from some pains. So if your highest fulfillment is found in man and woman, and you don't like what you see in the man and woman, or you don't like what you see, maybe mother and father, or you like what you see, or you don't like what you see in that area, it means that, your knowledge base might be low. And you might need to upgrade your knowledge base in those areas that you find maybe is not very fulfilling. Whatever you have been through, the first duplex, the second duplex, the top duplex, is sending feedback to you, showing you the areas that you need to fix. So the area you do not like what you see at all. Those are the areas that you need to concentrate on. You need to get materials, books that's going to help you in those areas, in that line. You need to get to meet a practitioner who can help you to hack what is going on, so that it can help you, such practitioner can help you to instill the system that can power and produce the bliss that you want to seek. All right, quickly, let me see. Do we have any question there? Because time is actually fast spent. Do we have any question? You can unmute yourself to ask question. I think we can only take one or maximum two if something that is going to take time, because time is actually up. We want to keep to time so that we can continue this tomorrow. So whatever you don't understand today, don't worry, because tomorrow is going to be a continuation. We're going to talk more about our engineering tomorrow, and we're going to be talking about the vision also. So you can't afford to miss any session, because it's a puzzle. If you lose one puzzle, you will not be able to fix it. Get the perfect shape at the end of the 3 days. All right, is there any question? I can't see any. Please, Coach Judith, did you see any question? You can unmute yourself if you want to ask question. I think we just have 2 minutes. If there is no question, I want to believe you understood.
There are no questions.
What did you say? I didn't get you.
There are no questions.
There are no questions. Anybody want to unmute and say something quickly? So we should always know that we have roles, and we have to understand that. Our wrong ideas are going to bring about wrong thoughts to us. Once we have the wrong thought, it's going to bring us wrong concept. And wrong concept will always bring about wrong vision. So error is a product of a result of misconception. And that is why we hear bad marriage, this is happening, is a product of misconception. And that is why it's very, very essential for us to understand humanity. So one of the biggest error in the world today is the error of assumption. So I want to say thank you, everybody. I just want to believe you understood. I was hoping we were going to get question. And I'm so surprised that nobody is asking questions. So if I should ask question, I want to believe you, everything I said was understood. Please unmute yourself and let me hear you, since I can't see your faces. Everybody's hiding behind the camera. Please unmute yourself and let's be sure we are on the same page. Unmute yourself and let me be sure you understood today. I know it's a lot to take together on one drive, but please unmute yourself and let me hear you say you understood if you did get something. And if not, don't worry, we are still going on a journey. Nobody's unmuting. Okay, I'll call name. Steve, Yinka, Kingsley, Deb, Toyi. Who else is there? Faith, Johnson, Adedimeji, Opeyemi, Temi, Kule, Chantil, Lolo, Amadu, Isi. I don't want to murder anybody's name. Charles, Temi. I want you to please unmute yourself. You're behind the camera. I can't even see you. I don't know if you're there. I guess you're sleeping now. I guess you have gone to cook. But if you are still there, you can hear me. I want you to unmute yourself. Okay, I can see somebody on camera now. Unmute yourself. Did you get something from the session today?
Yes,
Yes,
thank
we
you so
did.
much.
Yes, we did. Coach
All
Oye, thank
right.
you so much for all you do, and for the session today. I'm sure this is the preliminary, and it's a lot you've given out already. And yeah, I mean, it's all clear. Actually, it's there's nothing confusing about. I mean, I'm speaking for myself now. There's nothing confusing about the things that you've said today, and I believe that it's a foundation to what we're about to get for the next 2 days. So we look forward to the coming sessions. All right. Thank you so much for this evening.
You're welcome, Auntie T. All right.
Yes,
Okay,
maybe
so
if you just permit me to add one or two things. I know
all
there
right.
was some interactions on the platform as well earlier on.
Okay.
I did see some great remarks when you talked about the distinction between a man and a woman. I think that sparked some interest. So yes, the comments that one of the comments that caught my attention was yes, someone said, I think it was Yinka who said, I like that every intelligent husband is going to help the wife to understand that she's home now and possibly pat her uh, at the back and needs to switch role. And again, someone else stated, I think it was a Premier added that, and that doesn't make him less a husband or a man. He has only displayed intelligence. And I just want to add, yes, in line with the things you've shared today, that we understanding this distinction in our roles, understanding the humanity, understand the fact that man, women, same entities with different sexes, largely will help us to step into bliss in the coming year 2025 as we all gear up into the new year. So it's important, not just for the family, of course, the focus of this conversation so far is around the family, but even in relating with people at work, because we've seen that as well, makes some huge distinction, understanding where people are coming from and how or why they're responding to the way they respond to things around us will greatly help us to better relate with them and appreciate the differences that we either share or that they have apart from us. So thank you once again, Coach Esther, for the great delivery this evening, afternoon, whichever part of the world that folks are joining in from. Thank you so very much.
All right. Coach Judith, you want to say hello to everyone?
Hello, Coach Esther. Thank you so much for the amazing session. What I
You're
wanted to
welcome.
say, I noticed Mr. Charles put on his camera. I think he wanted to say something.
Oh, okay. Is Mr.
Mr.
Charles there?
Charles,
No, I don't seem
okay,
to see him again.
okay, it's fine. So I just wanted to add that, and what I wanted to hear from Mr. Charles was, I wanted to hear a male's perspective. It seemed only the females were speaking. I
Okay.
didn't kind of get a sense of what the
Oh,
men.
he's back.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yes, sorry, I'm actually back now. What happened is I actually don't have anything to say as it relates to what you just told. You know why? Because I logged in late. The message that was sent to me, they only put Nigerian and one other country's time. So Canadian time wasn't there. So I didn't know what time it was actually supposed to be. I was thinking it was 3 o'clock because they said I think I miscalculated the time. So maybe next time when you probably be posting, also add Canadian time because I'm in Canada. So I logged in at the wrong time. So, so maybe next one you're going to do, if I have the time, I would definitely log in at that time. So I really don't have any contribution to make right now because I logged in late.
And
Yeah.
All right.
I apologize for that. I know I did share that information with Charles. And yes, we'll take that feedback. We'll ensure that we have the different time zones stated in the next mail that will be sent out. Sorry.
However,
Yes.
Coach Roland, the countries were stated in the emails, even the one I sent today, that was sent today. It's
Okay.
stated.
Yeah, I
1
think when I
1 p.m.
interacted when
EST.
I interacted with him, sorry about that. When I interacted with him, he just saw that I think barely an hour before this meeting, so I'm not sure he got the email. But that's
Oh,
not
okay.
yes, we'll
All right. Okay.
make sure we fix that in the next mail.
So we think it's 1 p.m. EST, right?
Yes, correct. Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. Same time tomorrow. So we're going to be early. Please, let's mark the time so that we don't miss out any part tomorrow. So from the beginning to the end of session tomorrow is going to be awesome. So we wouldn't want to be late so that we don't miss out in any part tomorrow. So we are going to be having other coaches dig deep tomorrow. So be here. And I want to thank you to everyone for coming. Coach Roland, thank you so much, all the way from Canada. Coach Judith, thank you so much for joining, all the way from Nigeria. And we say thank you. On behalf of the coaches, I say thank you to everyone for joining us. We have people joining from Cameroon, from the UK, from Canada, from Nigeria. You know, we are just global. So thank you, everyone, for joining. And we are going to call it a day if there's no other thing, right? Coach Judith?
Absolutely. Yep.
Coach. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. So we are going to be back again tomorrow, same time as we dig deeper. Thank you for today and stay blessed. God bless
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. Have a good one.
Thank you,
You too.
Coach.
Bye.
God bless you.
Thank you.